Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God has ever created.
Again, here's Curry for the record. It's good! Dort, a great defender at three. Curry sidestep, Curry drive, Curry flip, Curry good! With 2 tenths again!
You better believe it. Curry sent a warning to the entire NBA, and we're here to break it down. So sit tight and pack your patience, and let's dive into what makes Curry's year 15 one for the history books. Chef Curry. Coach Steve Kerr recently said, "I don't know what his numbers are, but he's white hot. It's amazing watching him. He looks better than ever at 35. Kerr isn't the type to toss compliments around lightly, so you know something extraordinary is happening. Curry's stats through the first 5 games of his 15th NBA season are nothing short of mind-blowing. The man is dropping 31 points per game while shooting an incredible 54.3% from the field, and check this out, a jaw-dropping 45.9% from beyond the arc. He is literally averaging more than 1 point per minute, and he has already made 28 three-pointers in his first 4 games, smashing an NBA record. Now, let's put this into perspective. This is Curry's most productive start since his historic 2015-16 season, when he became the first unanimous MVP award winner in NBA history. But it's not just a one-off. It's better than last season, which was better than the season before, which was better than the one before that, and so on. He has improved his start for 5 consecutive seasons from age 31 through 35. While most NBA players start showing signs of decline, Curry is getting better and better. Here's the kicker, folks. When we look at other NBA legends like Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, and Paul Pierce, they were all in their 30s when their stats started to dip. But Curry, at 35 years and 7 months, is out there torching defenders like it's child's play. He's embarrassing defenders like Herbert Jones from New Orleans, and he's also making opponents do jumping jacks like he did with Dillon Brooks. Now, I've got to give credit where it's due. Dillon Brooks, for all the annoyance he brings to the game, is one heck of an on-ball defender. He's not messing around when it comes to locking his man down, and you've got to respect that. And it's this aspect of his game that makes that Steph Curry clip stand out. Curry had Brooks in a stranglehold from the get-go. It's like he was toying with Brooks, treating him like a rookie at one of his own camps. The moment he waved off any help, rejecting that screen, you knew something special was about to happen. That crossover move? Oh man, it was pure filth. And then he throws in a pump fake, drains a 3 right in Brooks' face, and tops it off with the iconic Home Alone celebration. That, my friends, is a clean basketball murder. Now, here's the magic of the NBA. You might not even be a Warriors fan, but the way Curry put Dillon Brooks in a blender, it's something that brings us all together. For a guy who is known to talk a big game, seeing him get humbled like this, it's a humbling experience, and it's a reminder of the sheer brilliance that is Steph Curry. This is what he does, and he does it with style. But what makes Curry's performance amazing is that he's operating at a level that defies age and logic. We're witnessing a fantastic, long-running show that's an absolute joy to watch. Enjoy it while it lasts, folks, because this is special. Let's talk about Curry's game against the Sacramento Kings. Steph was an absolute monster, dropping 42 points along with 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals in just 30 minutes of play. But that's not all. He made history, once again, by becoming the first player in NBA history to make a three-pointer in 250 straight regular season games. And let's not forget that Curry is regarded as one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA. He's knocked down more three-pointers than anyone else with a jaw-dropping 3,418 and counting in the bag. At 35 years old, Curry is putting up numbers that would make players half his age jealous. Last year, he averaged 29.4 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per contest while shooting 49.3% from the field and 42.7% from beyond the arc. This season, he has improved even more, with great averages of 33.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4 assists. He also has an impressive shooting percentage of 55.8% from the field and 47.1% from deep. Last season, he averaged 29.4 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game while shooting 49.3% from the field and 42.7% from three-point range. It's like he's in some kind of basketball time warp, defying the aging process. The go-to guy. When it comes to clutch moments and delivering in crunch time, Curry is the guy the Warriors lean on. He's the one who will provide those big-time buckets when the pressure is on. Now, if you're a Warriors fan, you've got every reason to be excited. The question on everyone's mind is whether Curry can sustain this level of production throughout the entire season and into the postseason. And honestly, if he can, we're talking about a legitimate shot at challenging for a championship. The Warriors are hungry for that fifth championship ring to add to their dynasty's impressive resume, and it's not some wild fantasy. It's a real possibility. Let's get one thing straight. Curry's shooting is off the charts. While he does a lot of things well on the court, shooting is his main skill, and he's darn good at it. Curry's bad shots are better than most players' good shots. Now, I like to throw around the idea that Curry should just take all the shots. It's an exaggeration, but hear me out. There's some strong evidence that suggests the Warriors might need to ask Curry to take even more shots. Let's break down the basics of shot quality. Some shots are simply better than others. A well-executed offensive scheme generates a lot of good shots, but the catch is, it depends on who's taking them. And this is where Curry shines. He's the kind of player who can turn a pretty well-guarded three into a game changer. While a Shaq attempting a wide-open three might be a disaster, if Curry takes a well-guarded one, you better believe it's valuable. The Warriors Foundation. When you think about the recent success of the Warriors, it's not just one or two factors that have catapulted them to four-time NBA champions. It all begins with these extraordinary individuals, Steve Kerr and Steph Curry. Or, as Kerr himself would put it, Stephen Curry and maybe, just maybe, the head coach. Kerr recently laid it all out saying, "Coaches over the years are either lucky or unlucky based on who they get to coach. The very luckiest coaches of all time are people like me who get to coach a superstar player and human being. And what Steph has meant to the Warriors, that's what he's meant to me. There's a reason I'm still here. Steph is a huge part of that." Now that's a coach-player connection you don't see every day. Together, they've been on 6 incredible journeys to the NBA Finals, clinching 4 NBA championships in the process. Kerr has notched a Coach of the Year award in this span, while Curry boasts 2 MVP awards and an NBA Finals MVP to his name. What makes this pairing magical is how they complement each other. They make each other better, and it's tough to distinguish who's following the other's lead. Over time, Kerr has seen the light. He has realized that it's best to let Steph be Steph. He has understood that trying to rein in Curry's audacity on the court is like caging a lion. The game only accounts for a part of what makes their relationship so enduring. And what forms the foundation of their basketball partnership is their character and outlook on life. They're not just basketball junkies, they're dedicated to making the world a better place. They share similar social consciences and are actively engaged in events that promote justice and equality. It's not just about sports, it's about being forces for good in the world. Now, we can't predict how long this partnership will last or what it might achieve this season. What we do know is that they've laid the foundation for the roaring success of a franchise that once just hoped to make the playoffs. The only goal now is championships, and for that, the Warriors owe a huge thank you to Kerr and Curry, or maybe it's Curry and Kerr. But before you go, don't forget to hit play on this video where we turn the spotlight on another young sensation, Luka Doncic. Just like Curry, Luka Doncic just set a warning to the NBA.